Hey guys, welcome to our first ever Nutritional 101. So we are going to be answering all of your nutrition and diet related questions. So this is important for you, whether you train or whether you don't, whether you have body goals or whether you're not bothered. It is so important, and I am going to explain for you why. Before I get started, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to break this down into very simple videos. I could talk about this until I'm blue in the face. I am obsessed by nutrition and how it affects your body in every way. So whether you are training, whether you have a body goal or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you are, someone who's interested in a particular body aesthetic or beauty standard or fitness standard, it doesn't matter. Your diet is important. I'm going to tell you why, because it affects everything. So it affects your sleep. It affects your hormones, it affects your energy levels, it affects your mental health, your mood, your sex drive, your physical health. Yes, it does affect the way that your body looks. It affects your training, but most importantly, it affects your quality of life, and it really will change your longevity. So if it seems like that list of things is overwhelming, I understand completely. Our diet is very all-encompassing, and it basically affects every single part of our life. But that's the reason why we're doing this series, is because we want to illuminate every single aspect. So for every single element that I just described, we are going to do a standalone video for, and more. So it's a delicate system. So the fact that food can affect something like our hormones means that it goes on and has other ramifications. It's like a butterfly effect, if that makes sense. So our food, our diet affecting our hormones. We all know that our hormones are responsible for, the way that we react to things. They're responsible for our mood. They're also, weirdly enough, responsible for the way that we store and burn fat as well. So for example, fats, edible fats, are really important for our glands and the functioning of those. Those glands help us to our body to process how we deal with stored fat as well. So it is incredibly complex. For as something as simple as putting something into our body, it is an incredibly complex issue in modern society. So we have been humans eating food for thousands of years. Why are we still only trying to understand this and only realizing ways that it affects us now? Well, a large part of the reason is because the food industry is one of the most lucrative industries in the world. And it is tied closely to probably the most lucrative industry in the world, which is the health industry or health industry. And the reason why is because food affects the way that we look, the way that we feel, it affects the way that we spend our money. It is a system that is very easily taken advantage of. There is a lot of fake information. There are a lot of good and bad products out there. How on earth do you know what you're doing? So it's really important to try and separate the fact from the fiction and the truth from, the money-making gimmicks. How do you know what's going to be good for you, what's going to be good for your mental health, what's going to be good for your mood, your sleep, etc.? Well, we're going to dive into it. Obviously, a lot of you here, you follow our channel for a reason, because you have body goals and you want to get body confident. So, going back to that, in terms of training, there is probably nothing more important than your diet. I know you don't want to hear this. I know you want to hear, go to the gym, smash out some deadlifts or something, and you will, get the body of your dreams. It does not work like that. But it is not as complex as it has to be. Why is food so important for your training? The same reason it's important for every aspect of your life, because what we get out of our body is a simple input-output process. So you put things into your body processes it, and that informs our output. So it is basically an input, process, output system, but it just so happens that our body is an incredibly complex processing machine. And the output that you get from your body is going to be different based on the input, but it's also going to be different based on your processing of it. That's another reason why it gets so complicated. It's because human physiology is so beautifully varied and diverse from human to human, and no two humans respond quite the same way to the same inputs. You're never going to get quite the same output because it's based on, again, genetics and a whole sort of myriads, almost an ecosystem of like everything that goes on in your life and in your body. Woo. So obviously, that being said, we want to illuminate this processing machine. We want to work out what best input we can provide for our bodies, what better input you can provide for your body specifically to get the output that you want. So I think that what we're going to start with is probably the most frequent question that we get asked, which is, how do I lose weight? Really, there's so much to this, so stay tuned. It's going to be very exciting. So I have a list of questions to cover on this topic that is as long as my arm, but I'm really enjoying all of your questions. It is literally our job. It is literally what we do, is to help you with these questions, with training. If you have these questions, please pop them in the comment box and we will help you. And if you are looking for motivation to keep on your goals, don't forget, we do classes, we do plans, just hit us up, okay? Cool, have the best week, and we will see you in our next video. Come see, we can help you with nutrition and food.